tent completely collapsed. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. So today we're back in the Lake District and we're currently in the lovely Patterdale Valley, and you can just see Brothers Water there in the background looking nice and splendid. We've just parked the car down at the Patterdale Hotel and we're going to be walking up to Angle Tarn Pikes. From there we'll stop, have some lunch at Angle Tarn, and then later on this evening the plan is to maybe camp down around Hayeswater. Now we're not too bothered whether we camp actually on the water itself or maybe up on a bit of a fell that's got a nice view overlooking it. So right now we're just going to crack on, we'll get up there and we'll bring you back. Right guys, bringing you back for a little update. So we've just managed to get up to Angle Tarn now. You can see behind us some lovely views. A bit moody with the clouds in the background, as you can see. So I'm just out with one of my mates today, Jack. How have you found it so far?
It's alright, to be fair, just a little bit of a slow ascent really, but it's just a bit of overcast. It's just quite cool at the moment really, so, but it's alright, yeah.
Blowing out your arse, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while yet though, so it's been a good few months since I've been camping now, so.
We just had before we set off, we had a full English down in Glenridden, didn't we? And
still digesting it.
Yeah, it was a big one, but highly recommend. I can't actually remember the name of the cafe, so
Helvellyn,
Helvellyn, was it Rest or something like that?
Helvellyn something anyway.
Yeah, we'll pop it up on screen for you now, so get in there and get yourself a full English anyway before you crack on. Right, so we'll just get down there now anyway. On.
So, might in a sec.
Cools down a bit, doesn't it, when you start?
Yeah, it's when you've been sweating though, and it starts to rain on you.
Just a little cup of tea then. A little brew. I'm going to have a little brew and a Snickers. Oh God.
Ignore it.
Maybe starting to feel a bit of rain there, so yeah, maybe potentially might have to get a move on a bit quicker than we anticipated. Right, what do we need now? A bit of
So we need cups.
But in terms of coffee, medium roast from Guatemala, dark roast Sumatra, Indonesia, light roast Ethiopia, Africa. Yeah, you can have the decaf. So I'm going to go for the medium. I'll need that dark one for the morning. I haven't had a wink of sleep.
It'll be me who has had a wink of sleep. The UL80 going down tonight.
So last night we jumped on, we just jumped in, where was it?
The YHA down Patterdale.
Yeah, the youth hostel in Patterdale. And But there in the middle of the night, he was blowing his bed up again, the UL80.
I don't even know what time it was, that was the thing, so I just felt myself getting a little bit colder and closer to the ground. The UL80 bed, it's built for comfort, but for some reason, you've had one, Sam's had one, and your dad's had one, and they've all had like sort of like a little bit of a slowie, a little bit of a puncture.
Yeah.
And mine just starts going down with the night, so I've had to pump it back up.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're looking at getting a UL80, they are very comfy.
And I don't
But
know, yeah.
they just don't last, do they? And that's what you've got to consider.
I don't know what I'm in for tonight now, so I just need to make sure to pump it up enough before I go to sleep.
Yeah, so if you are looking at UL80, just consider that. If you buy one, okay, probably like £40 and it might do you for like the summer and if you're careful, but eventually, sooner or later, I mean, I think all of ours have broke within a year, haven't they?
100%, yeah.
Or got a slow puncture, so you're going to have to replace it, so you might as well consider probably getting a bit more of an expensive one that you know is going to last, or it's got a half decent warranty on it. So I've just been telling Jack then, coming up to like a year ago now, remember when Storm Arwen hit? Me and Sam actually came and camped at this spot, and at the time we knew it was going to be high winds. We had no idea it was going to be what it was. We were thinking, right, who's got the sturdiest tent out of the lot of us? And we thought, we know, Jack's actually got the sturdiest tent.
Yeah,
What was it?
the Berghouse Brechen 2. Now, this was like my prized possession this at the time, like good 3-man tent, bomb-proof, nice little dome shape, red. And the next morning they woke up, and as you'll see in a sec when we put the clip up, it was just flat. Like the poles were destroyed, and you had to literally break the news to me and say, listen, your tents are right off. But you had a nightmare of a time here, didn't you?
Yeah, it was absolutely, I mean, it was chaos. The doors were ripping open all night, and I mean, Sam had a smartwatch on, and I think the next morning it basically said we'd had like an hour's sleep, but it was absolutely horrendous, and I absolutely wouldn't, looking back at it now, I'd never advise anyone to do something like that. I know I certainly won't, but I think until you've had that experience, you're not quite sort of not clued up, are you? And you want to experience it. But yeah, I wouldn't advise anyone to do it, and I certainly won't. Right, so we made it at last. To be honest, we were losing light, weren't we, as we walked up?
Quick then, weren't we?
Losing it quick. So we haven't really managed to get a time lapse or any setup. Temperature drops, my hands are freezing. We've tried to face the back of the tent into the wind, and the poles are looking a bit suspect, aren't they?
Yeah, they're bending down a bit, and it's gonna get well worse than this.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better. Yeah. So we've got the bags propped up against the back where it is buckling in. So we just need to sort of see how we get on over the next hour or two, don't we?
Yeah.
Right, cheers anyway.
Cheers. Oh, that first sip.
To settle the nerves. It's not looking good. There's frost outside, it's snowing. Hunkering down for the night. Could be a bivvy bag at this point. Oh well. Cheers. Jesus. Tent completely collapsed. We've got about half an hour to sunrise, so we're just doing our very best to try and hold on. As soon as the sun comes up, we can get out of here.
One sec, you've got a fly sat on your head.
Could have just left it there. When I had something on my teeth and you left it. Right guys, just to bring you back for a quick update, we've just finished having lunch, just a quick one, a little bit of coffee, some chocolate. But I tell you what, we'll be sorry to say goodbye to this place. It is absolutely stunning. You can see just the Helvellyn range in the background, some of the clouds, just literally just dancing around the top of the peaks. It's absolutely lovely, and just these little islands as well, so picturesque with the little trees about. Definitely going to be coming back for a camp, and just have to pray it's a successful one this time. We don't write any more tents off in the process. But yeah, we're just going to get underway now and we'll bring you back shortly. Right, so at last we've made it up to Hayeswater, or at least the view that's overlooking Hayeswater. And as you can see, it's just coming in and out of view within an instant with all the clouds and the clag. It's absolutely amazing at the moment, I tell you. It's just changing so fast. The plan now is to basically just have a little look around in the area, see if we can find a pitchable spot to get both of our tents on. And if not, we'll probably head down to the actual water itself. Just on the left hand side you can see your plateaus, and it just runs smooth up to the water's edge. So we're hoping, if we can't find anything up here, that we will just head down there and hopefully find a nice flat piece of land that's not too boggy and wet. So yeah, it's just going to be a case of looking around for a few minutes and then we'll bring you back. Checked if your pitch is flat. easier there. Did you think to get it?
Spongy, if anything, lads.
Yeah, it's alright, that.
Yeah.
Got a new little toy this week. It is the Flex Tail Gear mini pump. The main reason I picked it up was just with us heading into the winter. As you breathe into a mat, a lot of the moisture in your breath can sort of like condense on the inside of the mat. You get away with it over summer, but over winter it can just affect the performance, the R value of the mat, and just in general wear and tear. A lot of the manufacturers do recommend that you do use a pump if possible. So with the pump, you get like this little rubber sort of fitting, and that is just, it's got a few different notches in, and that just helps it fit over all manner of different valves that might be on the market. Also, you get like this couple of different attachments for the head of it, and that just clips in there. And like I said, with there being a few different types, you know, there's a lot of different configurations, and you should be able to find the right setup that's basically good for your mat. And that's it, and you just leave it to do its thing.
Right, so plan now. We've set up camp. We need to get some water on board now, really, so we need to fill up 2 water bottles and get the bladder sorted out as well. The nearest bit of water source that we've got is just the stream down there. It saves us going down to Hayeswater there, which you're looking at like an hour there, hour back.
Yeah, you can see it there, it's going to take far too long.
Yeah, so we're going to shoot down now, fill up, and then we'll reconvene back at the camp and we'll get some food on.
Oh. Right, we've just made our way down to the Calfgate Gill. It was a little bit slower at the top, not as fast running, so we've just followed it down a little bit where it picks up. And look at this, we've got ourselves a lovely little stream to fill up from. So it'll just be a case of getting this and the bladders filled up and get back up and get some dinner on for the night. That'll do. So we just got back to the camp, and look, we've had a few neighbours move in on us. Don't exactly give us a friendly reception, put it that way. So at last, it's time to have some well-deserved dinner, as always from me. The sweet and spicy chili noodles, absolutely adore them. Got some tofu to go in as well. And just on a little side to go with it, some kimchi. And what do you want? Jack's on exactly the same.
I'm on the same tonight, yeah.
Jack's on exactly the same. And then we just got a little tinny to go with it and wash it down. And just because we are the classiest kids on the block, got a little Stella each. None of that IPA shite. The wild camping community will be in uproar after I've said that. I know a lot of the IPAs and craft ales are all the fashion, but
Just don't think we're there yet.
yeah,
That's the thing, just love the lager.
personally it just yeah, I'm just not really into it. But we do like a tickle of whiskey, so that's our little thing, innit?
Just it's the classic, isn't it, really?
Lager,
Well deserved, that. Lovely. Enough for today, lads.
Hell, some massive fly just attacked me right on my nose. Like a daddy long legs. Just a bit of that. And just to top off, a lovely day with some lovely views, a little tickle of whiskey. Ooh. Get that down, son. Smooth, aren't it? Yeah. Right guys, so we've just been chilling out for the past hour or two, watching the moon come up. It's, how bright's that?
I've never seen it that bright.
Yeah,
Never.
it actually is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like it looks like the sun at the moment, and it has for the last hour or two. But we were just naturally starting to cool down after being outside. Gordon Ramsay's got the second dish of the evening on the go, haven't you?
I do indeed, yeah. I've got it, so I've got a basmati rice and the jet boil. Got some Linda McCartney vegetarian chicken pieces, so we'll whack that in a sec. And we're going to coat that in some chilli black bean sauce as well. So nice little hearty meal before we just wind down for the night, really, innit?
Definitely, yeah. Just had a little tinny, little bit of whiskey. But yeah, just need something to eat now to top the night off, I think.
Yeah,
We have been sat here all night thinking if we had an onion and a pepper and a bit of salt and pepper seasoning, but
yeah. Doing a little salt and pepper mix for the next one. I think that's a meal for the next camp, isn't it, really?
yeah, definitely.
Throw that on a curry or something, really. Something hearty.
Yeah, looking forward to that in the next one. Tell you what though, this what's this, the jet boil zip?
Yeah.
This has been an absolute workhorse for you, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's an absolute workhorse though.
It's still in good nick.
Yeah.
You know what the thing is though? It doesn't feel like I've used it that much.
Do you know what? It's funny. I've been for like the last year or two. I've been absolutely like just in my head, sort of slating the jet boil, thinking, "Oh, where's your money going?" type of thing. Like, what you get? And I've had like a jet boil minimo for like a good year or two. Long story short, I went camping. Must have been about last month. Ended up leaving it in the car park anyway. Absolute nightmare. So I've swapped to a BRS and just like a little 750ml titanium pot, and it's like the first outing today, and logistically it was a challenge.
It's just the size of it.
It was just a challenge. Like the wind was hitting the BRS, and like it was just it took forever to boil. You know, like it take like a minute 90 seconds in the jet boil, just instant. And this must have took like what was that, like 5-10 minutes off me gas? Probably gone.
I think I had to slow mine down because yours was dragging arse, really.
Oh, it was yeah.
So I didn't want to be eaten by myself.
So I'm gonna have to look at that for the winter, because I don't think that's gonna it's just not gonna suffice. Not gonna cut the mustard, that is it.
Go and grab that now anyway, so we can put some food in it for you.
No.
It's on the way now.
A little bit longer. Ah, my legs.
It's done.
Go on, go on. Hold it for me. You're not getting that. Oh, one piece of chicken I've had. Nice. You just got about 5 pieces of chicken. That's enough. I'll let you know if there's anything left. Let me in.
No, I've got a few pieces here.
Oh, you're not a delicate animal. What you need before going to bed, that.
You don't want to be going to bed hungry as well.
I honestly wasn't expecting much then.
It's like my chef and that.
Tell you what though, from start to finish, it's been a cracking little wild camp, that, hasn't it?
Good, yeah, really good. I feel like we've been lucky with the views and that today. Big starry night sky and like the moon as well.
But even like the walk up was nice and
Just chilled.
just that walk up to like Angle Tarn Pikes is just nice and chilled out. Just a constant sort of incline, but it's smooth. Nothing too mad, is it? You're not like sweating and
Can't think of any point where we struggled at all. Like it wasn't. I wouldn't say it
Chilled
was
on.
physically demanding, and we've done it with like pretty big bags. Like
yeah, fair enough. I mean, fair size, but once you get up to that, once you got over Angle Tarn Pikes, hit Angle Tarn straight away, and then literally just come over. I think it's like Riggindale passes along here, somewhere like that. But it's fine. You fly up it, and then that's just an amazing view out over Hayeswater there. And then literally we just went for a little walk before for like half an hour, and there was just so many deer. Jack spotted them. I thought they were a brick wall at first. Jack spotted them, and there was just, I mean, could be like 50 to 100 at least, couldn't there?
we are Robin, it's on the map. And over there it's just called Deer Forest as well. So which obviously explains it.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anything like it.
No.
It's unbelievable.
And then we didn't realise how close you were, so we like spooked them a bit accidentally, and they were all just doing a runaway.
Just a big stampede down the
Actually,
valley.
yeah, the stampede, and sort of they come back up the other side, so they're okay. They're all sound. And then as we were coming back, then the moon's just come up, and that was after the sunset as well, which was colourful, weren't it?
Yeah, it's been amazing.
And then the rain as well.
Yeah.
It just held off all day. So got lucky and hopefully have a good night's sleep now, and that'll top it off, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, that's it. My bed stays up, lad. We ran in the old tent to come and help
yeah,
you.
don't be knocking on my door. Right, good morning guys. This is the second take. I've just done one and had the camera pointing the wrong way, so we'll give it a go. So yeah, last night I had a great little sleep again. The rain and the wind held off. It's looking a bit moodier today, a little bit more cloudy, overcast, and the wind definitely has picked up. So I think we'll be lucky if we end up getting out of here without sort of getting experiencing a bit of rain right now. So we're just going to get a coffee on, and then Jack's made breakfast. So what is it? Cheesy beans and sausage. Nice, got some cheesy beans and sausage there to get stuck into. Right guys, so that's it. We're all packed away. As always, leave no trace. What do you make of that campsite then for the night?
It's perfect views all night, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and just great views, basically all the way from Hayeswater, all the way behind, and you can just sort of see down into Glenridden, which is great. And then obviously you get like a fantastic sunset over the Helvellyn range. And just even of a morning, you had the nice sunrise coming up over Hayeswater, so absolutely gorgeous spot to camp. I most definitely will be coming back. So yeah, the plan now is just to head down to Hayeswater and just pick up a nice little path and we'll scoot down. And that'll be the end of the trip. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've watched so far, please do consider like and subscribing. It really does help the channel out. So yeah, see you on the next one.